class 7th, we are going to start with the second chapter, that is chapter number 8, allergy. In class 6, we have read about the diseases. Two types of diseases we have read, communicable and non-communicable disease. And allergy is one of the non-communicable disease which affect on our immune. In this chapter, we are going to discuss, you will study that concept of allergy, definition of allergy, allergens, antiroot of allergens, types of allergy, symptoms of allergies, precautions to avoid allergic reaction, and diagnosis. Now, concept of allergy. It was first introduced by the Viennese pediatrician. That name of that pediatrician is Clemens von Paraquet in 1906. He defined allergy as an altered capacity of the body to react to a foreign substances. Now, how the allergy is defined? Allergy is defined as the hypersensitivity of the body or an exaggerated reaction of an immune system of body against any foreign substances. Our body is having its own immune system. This immune system works as soon as any foreign particle enters in our body. And if this immune system becomes very hyperactive, then that condition of the body is called as allergy. The substance which causes allergy, that is known as allergens. So allergy is caused by the allergen. This allergen can be anything. It can be biotic component or the abiotic component. That means a person can be allergic with any abiotic component, that means non-living component like sun, dust, commonly dust, drugs. These are the abiotic component. And biotic component, like person can be allergic with cat, pollen grains, animal danders, that means fur of the animals. So allergens can be anything. It can be living or non-living, which causes allergy. Now we are going to discuss how the allergens enter into the body. Now these are the different entry routes of the allergens, like nose, through breathing, mouth, eating. If we eat anything and it enters into our body, and if we are allergic with that, the body will get some symptoms. Then skin means contact, if we come in contact with anything. And these are the table. This shows how the different allergens enter into our body. Like nose, pollens are there, mold spores are there, dust particles, dust mites, and perfume, that is when we breathe, that enters in our body. Mouth, food items like soya, wheat, milk, fish, egg. If we eat all these things, then we get allergy. Then skin sap, latex, that from the plant. Then certain insect bite, mites, strong, sunlight, and cosmetics. These are the different allergens, and if we come in contact with these, so then we get allergies with all these things. So this is the table. This shows the entry of the different allergens, how they enter in our body. Allergy can be grouped into different types of following basis. On the basis of period of allergy, the occurrence of the allergy. First is the seasonal allergy, which occurs during a particular season. Like some allergy occur during spring season, that is the pollen allergy. Then some occur during summer season. Any grass allergy from grass, that is the summer season allergy. Rugweed allergy, fall season. Then winter season, molds allergy. Then hay, it is also known as allergic rhinitis, and this can be seasonal as well as perennial allergy. The second type of period allergy, that is the perennial allergy. Perennial allergy, it can be occur during whole year. There is no particular season is there. Like dust allergy, dust, you can be allergic with dust any season. Mold, feather, pet danders. So these are the allergy that can be caused in any time in the season. Now second basis is the basis of the causative agents. This basis of the causative agent, it can be respiratory allergy, that it is the seasonal allergies are the respiratory allergies. Food allergy, that is milk allergy, wheat allergy, nut allergy, egg allergy, soy allergy. So these are the food allergy. Skin allergy, it is contact dermatitis, urticaria, skin allergy, and allergy to insect stings. Any sting insect. Then the sun allergy, you can be allergic with sun. These are the other types of allergy. Allergy to contact, allergy to eye allergy is there, allergy from different types of drugs. So these are the different types of allergy. Now children, what are the different symptoms when you are allergic to anything? It can be frequent sneezing, skin rashes, watering of eyes, inability to breathe, itching, gastrointestinal colitis like this, vomiting, diarrhea, inflammation of mucous membrane. These are the allergic symptoms. Rashes can appear on the body. Lacrimation means watering eyes, running nose, sneezing, red eyes, itching. All these are the allergic symptoms. If you are allergic with anything, allergic to anything, anyone can symptoms can appear on the skin. Suppose you are allergic with dust, so sneezing can be there. Running nose and sneezing, these two are the very common symptoms of dust allergy. Now there are some common allergic reactions. Normally allergy results from improper immune system. In normal person, the T cell recognize the antigen or allergen as harmless and prevent B cell from responding to it. This T cells and B cells, last year you have read about the three different types of blood cells, RBC, WBC and platelets. So these are the types of WBC. The WBC, there are 5 types of WBC. These are the basophil, acidophil, neutrophil, and so these are the neutrophil lymphocytes of these WBC. So in this, the first is the sensitization, the process of making an organism abnormally sensitive to a foreign substances. It occurs when one develops IgE antibodies. You may, what is IgE? IgE is one type of the immunoproteins. These are the IgE antibodies against a substance. Normally, newly formed IgE antibodies stick to basophils and mast cell. Here this is IgE, it stick for the basophils or the mast cell to response. That is this process is known as sensitization. So these are the second exposure to same allergy. This is first exposure, then body becomes sensitive to that, little bit of sensitive. If re-exposure is there, then what will happen? The sensitized person produced hypersensitive reaction by antigen antibody reaction and release histamines. Histamines are the proteins. Histamines with IgE, it produces an allergic response like hay fever, allergic asthma and anaphylaxis. Now question arises, what is anaphylaxis? Now what is anaphylaxis? An acute allergic reaction to an antigen to which the body has become hypersensitive. Anaphylactic shock is a severe, potentially life-threatening allergic reaction. It can occur within seconds or minutes of exposure to allergens. So this condition of the body is known as anaphylaxis. When your body is suddenly exposed to any allergen and whatever reaction develops in the body, that condition of the body is known as anaphylaxis. Now we have come to the precautions to avoid allergic reaction. Now how you prevent the allergic reaction? Avoid allergens. That means if you are suffering, suppose you are having the allergic with pollen, so always wear full sleeve shirts and use mask so the pollen cannot enter in your body. Take allergic shot. Allergic shot means take this is one type of you can say the immunity developing process. So if you in this they give a small amount of allergens in your allergens in the body and the body produces antibodies. This is known as allergy shot. Then if you have a severe problem, then you have go and consult to a doctor. Now, how this allergy can be identified or diagnosed? Allergy, because it is one of the major cause of illness all over the world, and some tests are needed to identify the antibodies and the allergens which have induced their formation in the body. Two type of tests are there. Two different tests are there. These are the skin prick test or the blood test. What is skin prick test? It is the easiest and the least expensive test. Small amount of allergens are injected into the skin. Each site is marked with pen and numbered. You can see in this, the black dots are there. These are the where the allergens are injected, and the amount are written on the papers. And on this, the inflammatory reaction is seen in the form of swelling and redness on the pricks of injection or injections. Like this, one can be tested for the allergy. Second is the blood test. It is to detect the presence of allergens in the blood. They take the blood and then they detect the presence of allergens in the blood to measure the concentration of the specific IgE antibody in the blood. This is done in the blood test. You can see in this, the blood is seen, the antibodies are seen. So this is the blood test. Now with this, we come to the end of the chapter, and here is the assignment.